And the Lakers on the board with a win despite shooting just 40%.
To get game one, to get your first win of the season, what kind of relief is that just to get that out of the way?
For me, it's a relief to just be healthy again. Last year was a, injury-prone season for me. Something I had to deal with personally, but, it's a relief to feel like I'm myself once again and feel just as good as I felt throughout my whole career, if not better. And then be able to come out here in front of the Laker faithful, get them a win in the first home game is special.
LeBron, congratulations. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Guys, back to you.
Lakers defense struggled on Tuesday against the Clippers. They allowed 112 points on 52% shooting, much better against the Jazz. They held the Jazz to just 86 points. They also held Utah to just 41% from the floor, and they forced 23 turnovers that led to 22 points. Stephen A. Smith was at the game and joins us now on SportsCenter. So, Steve, what was the difference in LeBron James from Game 1 against the Clippers to Game 2 against the Jazz?
You mean other than the fact that Kawhi Leonard wasn't on the floor for him to deal with? I would tell you the bottom line is that he was aggressive tonight. That's really that simple. We all know what LeBron James can do when he was aggressive. He was on the floor. He was looking for his shot. A lot of times he was going against the second unit, and he abused them the way he's supposed to. Almost had another triple-double, 32, 10, and 7. He was looking for his shot. He was willing to post up down low. He was definitely aggressive. He was getting out in the open court, and it didn't hurt that Troy Daniels was hitting some perimeter shots as well, and that Anthony Davis had a relatively strong first half. I think all of those things assisted in LeBron being what he was supposed to be Tuesday night, but at least he showed up tonight and handled his business like he's supposed to.
So James and Davis combined for 53. How do you see that chemistry situation working with those two so far?
Well, in fairness to LeBron, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult from the standpoint that right now he's going to have to be the one. Obviously, when Rondo comes back, Rondo's going to play some more time at the one. You're going to see LeBron James posting up more, what have you. He wants to prioritize getting Anthony Davis the ball, as does Frank Vogel. But Frank Vogel is really focused on elevating their level of defensive intensity collectively. Offense doesn't seem to be that big of a priority. That's where LeBron James is going to have to come in and going to have to figure a lot of that out for himself. It's going to take some time, but Anthony Davis is all world. He's been a shell of himself the first two games. I don't care what numbers he had, 21 points tonight. Anthony Davis is significantly better than what you've seen the first two games. He just has to get himself acclimated to the system, acclimated to playing with LeBron James, and to get himself back in the rhythm, because it's the first time in a while he's really played with this level of competition. But he'll get it because he's Anthony Davis. He's all world. Remember, I said that because everybody else will be reminded about it sooner than later.
Meanwhile, for Utah, they didn't shoot it particularly well. They didn't hold on to the ball particularly well. And Mike Conley continues to struggle. What's going on with the Jazz?
Well, like you said, Mike Conley continues to struggle. He was anemic offensively, not as anemic as he was in Game 1, the season opener, when he shot 1 for 16. But clearly, he's not himself right now. He'll get it together. Donovan Mitchell's balling, but he's the only one that's balling. Bogdanovich wasn't available. I mean, you got a guy like Rudy Gobert. You don't expect so much from him offensively. They've got a good enough squad. They're going to be formidable. But right now, they're trying to find themselves offensively. Utah is about defense. It's about playing together. It's not about a superstar shining above the crowd. Ultimately, Donovan Mitchell's going to have to step it up and do even more until these guys figure out what's going on. But Joe Ingles, for example, tonight was a virtual no-show. Just 2 points. He's significantly better than that. That's not something you need to expect from them as the season wanes. But they've got to figure out some things as well.
All right, Steve, good to have you on the West Side and on the program.
No doubt.
The Lakers lost to the Clippers to open the season at Staples Center. That was a road game. They were there again Friday for a home game against the Jazz. Jazz beat OKC Wednesday in Utah. Got to check your phone before you hit the court. LeBron James connecting with Anthony Davis.
LeBron James.
Can you hear me now? Davis looking for another alley-oop. He's throwing it up for Dwight Howard, but he made the bucket instead. So everything going the Lakers' way early on. In the second quarter, though, Davis called for traveling, falls down, and he's grabbing his ear. You see the side of his face hits Rudy Gobert's arm, and you can see Davis mouthing, "I can't hear. I can't hear him either, but I can read lips." And that's what he said. He was okay, though. Third quarter, Lakers up 4. James in transition. Donovan Mitchell, let's get it out of here. 24 points for Mitchell as well. Bojan Bogdanovic out with illness and an ankle sprain, so Mitchell guarding the rim. But then James up top for Davis. Laker fans love to see that. 10 assists for James. Davis, 21 points, 5 blocks, and 7 rebounds. Almost hit his head on the rim going up for that one. Later in the third, James. Bucket and the foul put the Lakers up 9. Closing seconds of the third, Troy Daniels. He did most of the Lakers' work from beyond the arc. He was 4 for 8 from 3. The rest of the team 4 for 18. James triple teamed and able to get it away to Daniels cross court. 32 points and 7 rebounds go with the 10 assists for James.
Coming up after the game, SportsCenter from LA with Stan and Neil. Tim Legler on the NBA's best new duo and Astros Nationals Game 3 reactions and analysis. That's SportsCenter coming up after Lakers and Jazz. Tonight's Going Places brought to you by Toyota. Jalen, walk me through what we've seen from LeBron. 8 points in the first half.
Sloppy first half by
9.
both teams offensively. The Jazz turned the ball over way too much. So LeBron James and Anthony Davis were able to combine for 26 points. Their teammates, 17 total. LeBron showing a complete game. Shot in the paint, lob over to AD. 3 over Ingles. They was picking on him in the first half defensively.
But you think it's all about this Utah offense right now.
I'll be honest, I started watching the first half. It was bad. It was bad. No,
What'd you turn on?
Well, it's just, they're ice cold from the field, right? But it seems like they're rushing shots. Like nothing seems like they're settling into the game. I mean, plays like that, why would you even get that back? Take a shot at the rim, and then obviously Rudy Gobert. But still, look, Mike Conley,
Right.
in 1 game and a half, my man is 1 of 21 from the field. Okay, he has 1 assist and 1 turnover. You're seeing the shot chart here, but